I got a question for you. When are we going to start actually living our lives instead of trying to escape it? Hopefully today. So I've been thinking about my own escapism over the past couple of weeks, specifically since I turned 25. And I realized that I feel like I'm almost escaping more than I'm actually living. I've always had a problem with having something playing in the background, having YouTube kind of filling the empty space in my brain. And I need YouTube to sleep. I need YouTube to sit. I need YouTube to work. I need something to fill my brain at all times so that I don't actually have to do it. It used to be video games when I was in high school. I would get home, I would play video games all day and all night until it was time to go to bed. I'd eat, but right after dinner, I'm right back on the game. And as I've kind of grown out of that, it's transitioned into using YouTube. And then as I kind of gotten older, it's transitioned into alcohol. And it keeps getting worse and worse almost. You know, video games, a lot of kids play video games. You know, everybody watches YouTube here, but then it starts getting to alcohol. And it started getting into smoking weed. And you just start to realize that the best times that you have are when you're not in your right mind. That's kind of crazy to me. Why should I have to have some toxin in my system in order to have fun? Why should I drink something that makes me act unlike myself in order to have a good time with people around me? It doesn't make any sense. And yet it's just so widely accepted. And even like the non-use of alcohol is almost demonized. Like, people think you're crazy when you don't drink alcohol. And this isn't the alcohol video. I got one of those coming. But even just like the YouTube all the time, over the month of August, I sat on my couch and I have to have YouTube in the background, just distracting me from the idea of work and the idea of sober thoughts and the idea of just sitting with myself in silence and understand. Like, it's scary, the fact that whenever there's downtime, I have to reach for my phone and find some YouTube video to play in the background just so I don't have to think. Isn't my brain made to think? Why do I have this compulsion to stop it? Or even just like social media, there's downtime. The first thing I want to do is grab it and just go and look at some meaningless pictures on social media, which could trigger, some sort of relapse into porn. Why do I keep choosing these things that are harmful for me instead of sitting with myself and understanding myself? And that's what the idea of escapism is habitually distracting the mind from your life. You're escaping life. That's why they call it escapism. And this is so scary because it would be something if the things that we were doing to escape were creative and they actually encouraged thought, or they encouraged meaningful thought or progression or expansion of your perspectives. But they don't. YouTube is just someone saying words to me on a screen telling me what to think. Or video games is just me mindlessly going around and doing whatever. The reason I'm doing these things is because there's obviously something in my life that I just can't accept. Whether it's sitting with myself or the current state of my life, where I am and what's going on around me, I can't accept those things, so I just escape them. I don't really love my job, so I play YouTube to just have something joyful going on around me. And it's sad because I should be able to navigate these things. If I don't love it, then I should be figuring out a way to make it better, instead of escaping it and then just talking crap about it when I'm not doing it. I should be trying to fix the problem. We're numbing ourselves of actual emotions, and we're robbing ourselves of the ability to process those emotions and accept them and make them better. In the act of escaping the things, we're sucking ourselves deeper into it, because if I'm not actively trying to make things better, they're gonna continue to get worse. And this is how you end up spiraling into bouts of anxiety and depression, because your situations aren't getting any better. You're not working on yourself, and you're not grateful for what you have. So you just go and you escape. You go and drink. You go and watch your YouTube videos. You go and smoke weed to just get away from the things that are in your real life. You are gonna have to come back to it at some point. So you going and drinking isn't gonna help the situation. It's just gonna make you feel worse. And either way, you're gonna be back. So you're literally not helping anything. So what do we do instead of escaping? Instead of going and watching porn, and instead of playing video games and drinking and whatever, we practice our mindfulness. We practice our gratitude. We meditate. Those things will help us, can help us be more present and actually learn something about ourselves. I bet a majority of us can't sit for 2 to 5 to 10 minutes in silence and occupy our minds because we don't have to. So that's why we need to practice those things deliberately to get better at them, so we lose the need to escape because we've already accepted our reality. Something else that I've noticed has helped me, or does help me when I find myself in these periods of laziness and escapism, is working on projects that mean something to me. Like this YouTube channel means something to me because I'm helping myself, and hopefully I will be able to help others overcome these hindrances, these barriers to their progress, to their success. I feel like this is positively going to affect someone, whether it's no one out there and it's just the person right here. It's going to positively affect someone, and that's what we need to do more of. If it's painting, or if it's writing, or if it's any of those things, we need to do more of it, because the things that we're doing now to escape, they don't expand our minds in any way. Read a book, learn something, write something, just do something that means something to you. Because if you look at the things that you're doing now, they don't mean anything, and they're just taking you to some fantasy land. It's not real. And one of the biggest things that I find that helps is building a strong body, because I believe that building a strong body is the first step to building a strong mind. I know a lot of other people have said that, but I definitely noticed that when I'm working out the hardest and I'm actually training for something, I'm the most disciplined, I'm the most productive, and I am very just in the zone. I don't know what it is. I think it has something to do with the discipline of actually getting up consistently, and maybe it's something to do with the consistency. I think consistency is probably the best factor of success, the biggest factor of success. So I think the consistency of going to the gym and eating well, and the combination with that and discipline, it helps you translate that into other aspects of your life. So build a strong body. It'll help you build a strong mind. You'll be that much ahead of everyone else, because if you look at America, everybody's overweight, and it's a shame. And I hope I can help that at some point, but that's not this video either. So yeah, I hope you found something helpful in this video. I like this conversation dynamic that we have together. And if you want to communicate, drop a comment. Nobody's dropped a comment yet, but we're getting there. Somebody's gonna drop a comment one of these days. Let me know where they are in their journey and what they're actually working on. I mentioned in the last video that quitting alcohol is the thing that I'm working on this year, and I will not be drinking alcohol by the end of 25, all right? I may slip in the middle somewhere, but I won't be drinking alcohol by the age of 26. That's my goal. That's my intention for this entire year. And I want to create this to be a platform of collaboration. Please comment. There's nothing like having someone to talk to about your problems and your successes. And I am willing to be that for anyone out there. And I know that there's a lot of other people that are too. So drop a comment. It'll help. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. I think I said that already. Let's go. I'm gone. Bye.